You're not taking this shit serious to make me even want to fuck you in the first place. That's what y'all look like when you keep going after these men who are emotionally unavailable. They're going to cheat on your ass. Jumbo everyone, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about my abstinence journey and what I've learned 1 year later. So if you've been on my channel for a little bit, you've probably seen my why I'm celibate video, but I just wanna come on here and clear a couple things up. Back then when I made that video, I didn't necessarily know the difference between celibacy and abstinence. And that's kind of something we're gonna break down in this video, talk about the definitions of them. So when I made that video of why I was celibate, I was about 3 months abstinent at the time. And when I say I didn't know the definitions, let's just read them, okay? The definition is abstinence usually refers to the decision to not have penetrative sex. It's typically limited to a specific period of time, such as until marriage. Celibacy is a vow to remain abstinent over an extended period of time. For some, this may mean their entire life. Also, real quick, if the lighting is really weird, it's because it's cloudy, then sunny, then cloudy, then sunny outside. I can't control the weather. Sorry. So when people were telling me, especially like my sisters, they're like, you're not celibate, you're abstinent, you're just not having sex for a period of time. Because for me personally, I prefer to have sex with someone when I'm in a committed relationship. I'm not the type of person to just like have sex with anyone. That's just a personal preference, just because of my belief so much about sex being an energy transfer. So what I mean about sex being an energy transfer, I just mean that if the person doesn't necessarily have good intentions, that energy can be transferred onto you. And a lot of the times, like when I think about it, the past sexual experiences that I've had, like I feel drained after, I don't feel good. And I think that's what sex is supposed to be, something that you do with someone that you're committed with and something that you guys are both going to benefit from in the end. But my belief is that the woman should always come first. Speaking of, I did read a book called She Comes First, and it basically just solidifies everything I've been saying, especially when it comes to men, saying that women are selfish for wanting to be pleased first, when it's just like, come on, my nigga. Come on. For me personally, I just don't feel the need to open up my body and my energy, especially my sexual feminine energy, to just someone who doesn't have the best intentions, and that just isn't for me. So with that being said, I have been abstinent for the past year, and it's been a year since I've been single. And I think breaking up with my ex has taught me a lot about myself, what I want sexually, what I don't want sexually. Not even just necessarily breaking up with my ex. I think a lot of the past sexual experiences that I've had, especially sexual assault, that can definitely shape the way in which you look at sex. And I think that definitely happened for me. Going back to the I only want to have sex if I'm in a committed relationship, something that I also realized being in a relationship is that I would over-sexualize myself because I thought that sex equated to love, and that was like the only way we could really have a deep, intimate connection. But after that, and after having time apart and really taking this abstinence seriously, it's just made me realize that like even before I got into the relationship, this person showed me what they wanted from the beginning, and I was being delusional as fuck and wanted to ignore all the red flags, and then ended up getting traumatized in the end. So that's just my experience. I don't know, and I think a lot of people don't talk about it as much as they should. I know it can be very triggering and even, you know, taboo at times. Like I just saw Sexy Red go on a podcast where they were like, tell us the craziest thing that you've ever been through. And she was like, I've been raped before. And then everybody, and they're like, whoa. Like, no, crazy, like something else, like a shootout. Like,
can you tell us like the craziest thing that's ever happened to you?
Crazy shit. And it's gonna stay between us.
I got raped before. That's the craziest thing that ever happened to me.
Maybe something a little under that.
Okay,
maybe something.
Okay,
I mean, I don't know. Like,
maybe something.
Shootout?
Yeah, there we go. Shootouts, you know.
There we go.
High speed?
Yeah, that's more what we were thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Wait.
I'm sorry. What's that? We just want to say we are sorry that
yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, wait, that's definitely
that is bad.
That is unfortunate.
It's not something we should speak on.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the shootouts and stuff. Wow. You know, you have done a lot of things.
Yeah, I have.
And now you're a big rapper.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, these women, especially black women, do not have a safe space or outlet where they can go and talk about their sexual traumas. And then y'all wonder why they're over here sexualizing themselves, shaking ass everywhere. I have no issue with shaking ass because I'll shake my ass any day. Just like in these songs and in media and the people that are being pushed in the media, like, do you not see how over sexualized they are? And that's because of the environment in which we're in. That's also just something like I really try not to feed into. Like, obviously, like, for me, I'm a bad bitch. Like, I can wear whatever the fuck I want to wear and I can do whatever I want to do. But then at the end of the day, like, you know, society and the stigma that it pushes on women, like, if I do dress a certain way like that, then is that what I deserve because I was wearing a certain something? So it's just like, it's hard. Another really big thing that comes with being abstinent is realizing the soul ties that you have with people, especially after having sex with them. The trauma in which you don't deal with comes and affects you in your future relationships. And for me, it's even still hard trying to break a soul tie now, just because it's like that energy was being fed so much that it's like all of a sudden you take this time apart, like energetically, you're still connected to this person in some type of way. So that's why for me it's just very important to know who I'm having sex with and know who I'm giving my body to, because it's so funny when you're talking to someone new and, like, as negative as it sounds, it's just like a lot of these men show you that they want the same things. It's you start talking to them and they exchange a couple questions. It's like you're playing 21 questions and then the are you a virgin or what's your favorite, like, you know, little stupid shit like that, where it's like you're not taking this shit serious to make me even want to fuck you in the first place. Okay, like, I'm so sick of not even knowing someone for a day and then them being like, send booty pics, send this, send that. I don't know you, sir. I don't know you. How about it's, can I take you out? Can I do this for you? Like, what are we doing? And I just, this generation that we're in, like, it's so hard to try and find a genuine connection with people because it just seems like everybody wants these superficial relationships, especially when it comes to sex. And for me, that's just not something that I'm interested in. I want a genuine connection with someone, especially if I'm going to be opening my legs for them, okay? So for me, with going through all of that, like with men, it seemed like I was only attracting a certain type of men, which ultimately made me go into this I hate men phase, and men are worthless, and just like, you know, men will do anything for sex. Basically, they will say anything, they will do anything. Some ways, yes, I do believe that, because that is the actions that men have showed me personally, and that's just my experience. Also, another thing that I've realized is I can't keep having this negative connotation when it comes to men, because that is all I'm going to attract. If I keep believing like all men are trash, men are shit, that's only gonna be the men that I'm attracting. But if I'm like, I know I deserve a loving man who's emotionally mature, they're ready for a relationship, they're not scared to show me off, they check off like a whole bunch of boxes on my checklist, then why not? Why not be happy? And I also think, just like for me, going through this phase of like the I hate men phase, it made me scared to even experience love again, because I'm scared to get hurt. And that's like something that's so real, because it's like I close myself off in this type of way. And I don't know, like when I look at men, I'm just like, I know you only want one thing and it's not gonna work on me. I feel like in a way with the I hate men phase, I feel like it translated into / manifested into me having this experience because of the trauma that I've gone through, and internalizing it so much, and feeling like almost every experience that I've had with a man has always been about the man, and it's never been about wanting to please me as the woman. So it's just like, it gets tough, and it really connects to trauma, especially when it's people have done you so fucking dirty. It's like, who can I even trust at this moment? Like, it's like, do you actually want to get to know me for me, or are you just saying these things because you want to get in my pants? And that's like the discernment I have to have. And for me, it sucks, because it's like the littlest bit of attention from an attractive man, what, I lose all my fucking morals? I don't want to do that. Like, I go against the things that I be saying just because a man is finally giving me attention. Like, no, I don't want to do that. And I think that's why it has taken me this time period of not having any sexual interactions. Okay, we'll get to answer there. Penetrative sexual interactions with men, because for me, and this can be a little bit controversial, but for me personally, like being on this abstinent journey, I don't have an issue with oral. Oral is not the problem. It's the penetrative sex that people are having that ends up traumatizing people, because like at least oral, you have more control over what you're doing, what the person is saying, but it's like penetrative, it's another level, okay? And so for me personally, performing oral is not breaking abstinence to me, because it's like literally in the definition, penetrative sex, okay? Y'all can do what you want to do. If you want to claim that your abstinence is no oral, no penetrative, nothing, like that's you. But for me, it's like, if you want to please me as the woman, who am I to say no? I also think like with oral and abstinence, I think that's where people say it can be iffy, because it's like, you know, if you're in the heat of the moment and you're performing oral and like you think that everything's going good, you're gonna have that temptation to break your abstinence or think like, oh, I could break my abstinence for this person. And I'm not gonna lie, I almost did that with someone. And speaking of going into dating websites, I feel like it's just so much desperation on there. Like for me personally, it just doesn't feel like anyone's actually willing to make a real connection or actually do something outside of the dating website. It's like they just want to swipe through and like see what their options are, not form a genuine connection. And like that's what I don't like. I don't like feeling desperate, and especially being on a dating website, I feel like it's giving me that lack mindset of, oh, as much as I keep scrolling, like I'll find someone, I'll do it. No, baby girl, that mindset is such lack mindset energy, because whatever comes good from dating websites, like yes, we have those Bumble, Tinder, Hinge love stories, okay, that is probably 2%, but out of every other dating website that you've gone on, how many successful dates have you actually had that led to a relationship? That's just like my thing when it comes to like feeling desperate. I, as a woman, should not be chasing a man, period, because you never know. Like, let me set this scenario up for you. I saw this one thing on Instagram where it was like, she said that her gym crush always forgets a water bottle or he always loses it, and she was thinking of going like to the dollar store or whatever and just buying him a water bottle and being like, hopefully you don't lose this one, da da da. There was like 50-50 in the comments. Some people were saying like, oh, like, you know, shoot your shot, girl, that's so cute. The other people in the comments, which I sort of like, I see their point and I kind of agree with it. You never would have known if that man were to pursue you in the first place, so why are you going out of your way to pursue him? You know what I'm saying? Like women, and this is where it's also funny, because it's like in this generation it seems like women are like the more masculine ones, and now we're in this sassy man generation where they just have attitudes and sass. Why are y'all so fucking sassy? That's supposed to be our job. Like, it just seems all the men now have attitudes, and like you can't have a conversation with them or whatever because they'll get all sassy and get in their feelings. Like, I don't want to deal with that, okay? What is this sassy man apocalypse? Because it needs to stop. So it's just like dating websites for me, it's just like, I know I'm cute, and I know that if someone were attractive to me, they would try to come up, get my number, or get to know me in some type of fashion. I'm so done always trying to chase after motherfuckers, especially ones that aren't even that cute, and then getting dogged by them in the end. No, we're not doing that anymore. Also, I saw this one video where it said if a woman is always chasing after a man, the man can leave at any time and go and do whatever, but if the man is always chasing after the woman doesn't have to worry about him going out and cheating and doing other stuff. That's what y'all look like when you keep going after these men who are emotionally unavailable. They're going to cheat on your ass, okay? The fuck? Kind of the last points that I want to get into is kind of one that's like a little bit taboo. Not really, it's just people love to make random normal shit taboo that we all do. Let's talk about masturbation. This is my personal belief, my opinion. Don't hate a bitch, okay? If you are a woman, especially let's say high school, because that's usually around the time majority of people lose their virginities, okay? If you are having sex as a woman, before even having sex, you should know how to please yourself. I don't know how many times I gotta say this. You should know how to please yourself before having sex with another person. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this so then when it gets to y'all actually having sex, you know what you like and what you don't like. Then you can set up that boundary while you're having sex or even before you're having sex, so you and your partner are on the same page. Another thing, toys are your partner, not competition. Women, if you are having sex with a man and you suggest using a toy in some type of way and they get insecure, red fucking flag. Why are they getting mad at an inanimate object just because it can make you do things that they can't? How about you can do some of these things that the toy can't, the toy can do things that you can't, combine them together, the best combination ever. Why are you being insecure about something that can literally make the experience even better? Okay, and this is what I'm talking about. For a woman, if you know how to please yourself, it intimidates men, and it should also make them want to work harder because you know what the fuck you're talking about. If you don't know how to please yourself, or if you haven't even had an orgasm from yourself, why are you engaging in sexual activity? Please do not have sex until you know how to please yourself. This sex should be all about boundaries, communication, and being on the same fucking page. If you guys are not, it is not going to be a good sexual experience, and then you're going to use that experience and project it out and think that every single experience is going to be like that. Also, if you're a woman and your man is not eating you out, don't act like you don't enjoy that. I know there's some people out there who claim they don't, but come on, you gotta have some foreplay. Warm me up a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these sassy men and these sassy men apocalypse think that they should be pleased first. Sir, if you didn't know, women are able to experience multiple orgasms back to back to back. You men, or boys should I say, because you guys are one and done, 10-minute break, post-nut clarity. Like, no, we're not doing that. You're gonna please me first. You're gonna make sure I'm good, I'm warmed up, and then we can do what we need to do. But like, at the end of the day, it's like, I can still come or have an orgasm while we're having sex, and you have to build up to it, not me. You do. So why not the person who can experience it more go first? Because if you're one and done in it, what the fuck are we doing anything for? The pleasure of you? Get on my face. With saying all of that, it has made me realize on this journey that I just have to do what I need to do, and then I will be aligned to the person that I want. I'm not gonna try to rush into anything. I'm not going to try to put any expectations on people, because people will let you down. I'm just gonna go and, you know, keep moving forward with a mindset of, when I'm aligned to it, it will come into my life. That's it. If I need to keep taking this time to focus on myself, learn who I want to be, obviously, yes, I do want physical touch, attention, everything like that. But at the end of the day, is it worth the stress, or is it worth my peace? I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It was kind of a little ramble, little rant. You know the vibes. And I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye, y'all.